Gracias por estar con nosotros, Ensenada, en este primer gran torneo de Baja Bluefin 2023 de la mejor bahía, la bahía de Todos Santos, en Ensenada, México.
Don't miss the Baja Bluefin Tournament, May 10th through the 12th in Ensenada, Baja California Norte, Mexico.
You guys ready?
We're ready, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Nice!
I'm so happy.
Woohoo!
Oh, yes.
I just knew it.
Oh, yes.
I love you.
There we go.
Oh, my God.
Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. This absolutely gorgeous Monday morning. Yes, I'm back, at least for a little while. I still haven't gotten through some medical issues that I'm dealing with, but it doesn't seem like they're too terrible right now. For those of you who don't know, and it's a great morning here, it feels like summertime in Surfside, Southern California. I was in the hospital. I went to emergency room on Thursday morning. And man, with acute pain, still have some of that going on. After several tests in several days, it's still inconclusive exactly what is going on, but it doesn't appear to be some hernia surgery that I had in China. It appears to be a little, well, let's call it like a little bag or a little pocket of fluid that has to be removed, but that apparently is a little bit tricky. All right, enough of that nonsense. Let's get into why you are all here, and that's because there's been more bluefin tuna caught down the Baja coast by the Old Glory. They've been all over it, doing a great job. We'll have more info on that. Our local halibut continues to provide entertainment for everybody. We have a little bit of breezy weather in some areas. Up north, it's a bit breezy, and sounds like this afternoon it's going to get breezy again, but the overall forecast for the near future looks like it's going to calm down and be beautiful here through the rest of the week after a little bit of wind here this afternoon. You know, ouch, what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh my God. You know, it truly is great to be with you, and man, the outpouring of love from all of you means so much to me. It truly does. It was extraordinary, and it's what's got me down on the beach here this morning. What's keeping me going is all of your great messages and comments and love and support. It means so much to me, no question about it. If you don't mind, hit that like button here this morning. We appreciate it when you share the videos. You can also tick the bell. You'll be notified when there is new content, and also subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can get updates throughout the day there also. We will be with Sam De La Torre tonight and Tackle Shop Confessions. A little confused here this morning. Tackle Shop Confessions with Sam De La Torre. Once again, that is a great show. You'll be able to ask all kinds of questions about tackle and, of course, about the upcoming PCS show. Sam's going to be there. He'll be able to tell you what kind of discounts and more you will find at the show. Starting Thursday, running through Sunday at the Orange County Fairgrounds. That should be a lot of fun. All right, let's jump into it. Tell you that down in Cabo San Lucas, we continue to see some pretty good marlin fishing, striped marlin for the most part there, and also inshore we're starting to see a little bit of Dorado, a little bit closer to home. Out further, those yellowfin tuna in the San Quintin area, getting back to nice weather. Man, they're still catching yellows on the yo-yo iron. Yellowtail fishing this winter has been outstanding, and it feels weird to be saying this winter with that sun beating down on me. I'm feeling so much better with that gorgeous view behind me. Man, that sure beats staring at the wall in the hospital, I'll tell you that. I already feel better and really feel like, you know, coming out here is great therapy. One of the reasons why everybody in this audience loves getting into the great outdoors. So San Quintin also providing good rock fishing. We've seen that down there, up there in the Ensenada area. All my dear friends that sent their love to me, I appreciate that so much. Ensenada with that good mixed bag fishing. They've got breezy yellowtail down there, mostly down around Santo Tomas, but some of it has pushed up to Todos Santos Island, and it's run and gun fishing. In other words, you run on the boat you're on full speed, shut down, and then throw your iron on those breezers, those fish that are up on the surface. Throw your jigs on that, wind on them fast. Sometimes you get them, sometimes they're a little bit squirrely. They don't want to hang out, they sink out. But when you get on a jag that wants to bite, it is fun. And there has been really a lot of nice sized yellowtail. I have seen very few smaller grade yellows caught down there in Ensenada. A lot of that 18 to 25 plus pound yellowtail, that is nice grade. They also have big bonita, plenty of rockfish, nice fishing going on south of the border. And of course, we look to the south, not only to know what's going on in Ensenada, but if the flow continues upward, we're gonna get that same kind of fishing on a more regular basis here in SoCal also. So we are watching that very, very closely. All right, we've got to talk about more bluefin tuna, and we got to go to the Old Glory. They're down there running those Colnett trips on the weekend. Now, Punta Colnett is 120 miles down below the border, and boats leave from San Diego most of the time on Friday nights and go down there on a day and a half trip. So they go down, they get to Colnett, and then they fish until dark, or they fish a little bit longer than that. Most of these guys are fishing that yellowtail, and there's a little bit of yellows biting there at Colnett, but copious amounts of colorful and delicious eating rockfish with some great lingcod fishing going on down there also. So they've been fishing that hard, but nighttime, or if they limit out and they're done, they go out and start looking around for bluefin tuna. And I'll tell you, the Old Glory not only has been catching more bluefin on every single trip, but seeing great evidence of fish. And remember, this is without the benefit of having a big fleet out looking in every nook and cranny for these bluefin tuna. You throw some pressure on this, you just start looking at other areas and look out, it's gonna get crazy. Polaris Supreme's gonna start their 3-day trips here shortly out of C4 Sport Fishing in San Diego. It should get really crazy. 24 on the bluefin tuna on the Old Glory. That is a nice hit for them. They saw a lot more fish. Of course, they had plenty of rockfish, limiting out on the reds and doing really, really well. Old Glory's been on it. They had 5 yellowtail, 140 reds, 4 lingcod, and they had a shot of those 10-pound bonito running around there. And man, that is fat, big bonito. I love catching those things. That is a thrill, if you ask me, that grade and that size of fish. That is beautiful stuff. So really good signal and sign going on down there. Hopefully that is going to continue. Hey, it's income tax system. Don't forget to call my dear friend Tim Marquez. Tim, thank you so much for checking on me on such a regular basis. It means a lot to yours truly. Tim's a great guy who cares about you. I can tell you that from personal experience. He'll relieve your income tax burden, whether it's past taxes or you just want to hurry up with your refund this year. Give Tim a call. And the same thing goes for my good friend John Lopez from Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. John, a spectacular guy and friend, and his level of expertise regarding heating and air conditioning is way up there at the top. If you're having issues with that, give John a call today. Long range, many of the boats have been kind of doing their maintenance right now, getting ready for the upcoming season. The Royal Polaris just finished up a trip where they had decent yellowfin tuna. Well, they had good yellowfin tuna fishing. They had some big ones, not the amount that they were shooting for. They wanted to get more of that big, great yellowfin tuna, but they had wahoo and yellowfin tuna, all kinds of reef fish. It was a great trip, and everybody on board had an absolutely wonderful time, no question about it. All right, mystery creature, there it is. A mystery creature was seen somewhere yesterday floating around. What is it? Put a comment down below. If you want me to take a guess, looks a lot like a moray eel to me, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know. Teeth look like a moray eel. Head looks like a moray eel. Remember, I've been under the influence of some medicines in the hospital. So if you're looking at that and going, that is not a moray eel, give me the benefit of the doubt here. But drop a comment down below if you think you know what that is. All right, let's get into our local fishing. Of course, you can catch sheephead now in Southern California. As that season opened up on March the 1st, and several boats from San Diego all the way up to the Channel Islands have been picking away at the goats. That's good stuff. The Victory had really great fishing, 61 sheephead and over 300 whitefish and some other critters to go along with it. So we definitely have that now as an alternative, and it's pretty darn good. And on board the Victory, when you buy your ticket out of Long Beach Sport Fishing, you're automatically in their sheephead derby, so you might want to give that a try. On board the Mission Belle here recently, I met this family at the Bart Hall Del Mar show, and what a lovely family. I've got to tell you, their dad, Will, walks up to me and tells me that Josh, he's standing there, is a huge fan of mine, and when anybody tells me that, I immediately tell them to seek psychological help. No, I immediately feel a great deal of gratitude, as I did with Will and Josh and his other brother and sister. It was great. They were out on the Mission Belle recently, and Josh and Jeremy and Liliana, Jane, they were out there catching some sand bass and some sculpin and some whitefish. Will said it wasn't exactly wide open, but we had the time of our lives, mostly because the crew on the Mission Belle out of Point Loma Sport Fishing in San Diego are so darn helpful and so darn nice. You know, that's Sean Hardigan running the boat. That's Scott Buchert in the galley. That's a lot of great people on board there. So I'm so happy to hear they had a lot of fun, and I salute you this morning. A really great family, and good to have seen you at the Bart Hall show. And so happy you had a great trip on board the Mission Belle. Hey, back to the sheephead again. The little secret, and I know it's not much of a secret, but some of you may not know. Get some shrimp, go to your local market and find the shrimp with the shell and the head on. I think that's best of all. And spend some bucks and buy a couple pounds of that. If you're fishing goats, man, they love to nibble on that. It gives you a huge advantage. Definitely want to go buy some shrimp and bring it out there and guard it with your life. Because the minute you go inside for your cheeseburger, someone will come over and grab a shrimp or two. Or, you know, if you're feeling benevolent that day, buy a bunch of shrimp and share it with your neighbors and have a party, a shrimp party, catching sheephead. So keep that in mind. Up there in Ventura, those guys are getting ready for that. Also, the California is going to start running out of Ventura Sport Fishing. That's the old Matt Walsh, by the way. And they are going to be fishing the sheephead up there on a regular basis. Incidentally, before April 1st, if you book online at Ventura Sport Fishing, you get 20% off on selected trips. You're going to want to check that out. All you have to do is put in preseason 20 at checkout for that big discount. And I'm telling you, they've got a lot of great boats, great customer service. Sal in the ticket office. You've got Daniel down there on the Island Spirit. You've got my friend Cody Rogers running the California. And of course, the great Tucker McCombs on the Endeavor. It doesn't get any better. I'm telling you, they will give you your money's worth. So keep that in mind. Give Ventura Sport Fishing a call today for more details, 805-676-3474. All right, also, we have been, of course, watching the surf fishing, and we've had some great surf fishing here in recent days. I guess it's been a while now since I've camped out in the hospital for a few days, but we have seen some really great surf fishing with a mix of fish. I mean, there's still corvina here. There is still some good yellowfin croaker fishing. The halibut still biting from time to time. You know, we have grunion runs on the horizon. March the 10th is the first grunion run. And as those little fish come up on the beach, of course, right behind it are predators. You know, similar to our market squid situation. You have all that market squid around, then you will see predators. And that should kick this surf fishing thing into gear. Remember, the grunion come in here and lay their eggs. And feeding on those eggs are those sandworms. So you're going to get a lot of sandworms moving up on the beaches here shortly, which you can dig up and use for bait. So that is a spectacular bait, by the way. It works so good. Yellowfin croaker will get all over it. But more on that as we go along. Now, you definitely want to go down to Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. Right now, they've got their surf fishing derby going on. It's absolutely free. You do have to measure with the same kind of ruler that everybody has. You can acquire that at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, and then they will tell you where to submit photos and so much more. In fact, I'll go by there on my way to Tackle Shop Confessions today. Can't get that right, can I? And then get more details on it. I apologize. Took a little hiatus there, vacationing in the ER room in Huntington Beach. So I'll get you more details on that. But biggest bar perch this month at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, you get a brand new custom rod. And next month, same kind of a thing. You're going to get another great custom rod. Maybe it'll be a different species, however. Might focus on spotfin croaker. We'll see about that. Lobster hoop netting going on till the middle of the month. Your PromarAhi.com lobster report has been sizzling with great catches. Beautiful ocean to be doing that. And of course, after you've had some rain and you've had some wind, that's when those bugs love to crawl. So this would be a good time to get out and give that a shot. Our friend Isaac Parcells, who's been checking me on a regular basis, sent me video from trout fishing. I'm not exactly sure where it was. Feeling a little bit sick right now, so I didn't delve into it too deeply, but I thought you'd like to see Isaac and the crew there catching some trout. I forget where they're at exactly. A little foggy here this morning, so I apologize about that. All right, my friends, it is so great to spend time with you. I am not quite over the medical hurdles that I need to jump over, and jumping is not something I do very well at my advanced age, but I'll be jumping a little bit more here this morning and this afternoon. I can't thank you enough for all the messages and love and concern. And while I didn't respond to many of them, most of them, because I've been a little bit ill, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you'd hit that like button, that would mean a lot to me. Thanks, everybody. Man, it feels great to be back with you all. It is so great to stand on this lovely beach. And as always, I hope to see you really, really soon. If not tonight on Tackle Shop Confessions, you should turn on right here on the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Tune it up at 6 p.m. We'll have a lot for you with Sam. He's the best. If you can't join us then, I hope to see you really, really soon. Take care, my friends.